Learn English to Gujarati connectors. Initially, furthermore, moreover, ultimately and
એકંદરે.
welcome to the chaos. Hey, you are about to learn Gujarati connectors without falling asleep on page 2. We will do it with a story, a few laughs, and a hero who should never be trusted with a microphone. Meet Ravi, a man who was invited to give a short speech at a family dinner. That was the first mistake. He stood up confidently, adjusted his shirt like a movie star, and said,
શરૂઆતમાં.
means initially, or at first. Then he repeated it again because he liked the sound of being dramatic.
શરૂઆતમાં.
I was calm. This was not true. He was shaking like a spoon in a steel cup. At first, things go wrong. Let's begin at the beginning, where all respectable confusion begins. Listen for the first key word and imagine Ravi trying to look wise while holding the wrong notes. Ravi cleared his throat and said, initially, I thought this speech would be easy. In Gujarati, that is.
શરૂઆતમાં.
Example.
શરૂઆતમાં.
I did not understand the plan. You can also use the same Gujarati word for at first.
શરૂઆતમાં.
Example. At first, the room seemed quiet. In Gujarati.
શરૂઆતમાં.
The room was quiet. Ravi looked at his audience. At first, everyone smiled politely. Then his uncle opened a snack packet so loudly it sounded like a thunderstorm. Ravi whispered, great.
શરૂઆતમાં.
I lost the room. Adding more fuel to the speech. Now you will learn how to add ideas like a professional speaker, or like Ravi, who added ideas the way people add extra chilies by accident. Carefully. When you want to say furthermore, use
વધુમાં.
Ravi said, the food is excellent.
વધુમાં.
I need more of it. That was honest, if not elegant. Example. We need more time. Furthermore, we need more help. In Gujarati, you can say,
વધુમાં.
we need more time. When you want to say moreover, use
આ ઉપરાંત.
Ravi tried. My aunt cooks well.
આ ઉપરાંત.
She scares everyone into washing the dishes. A powerful skill. A simple pattern is this. One point, then another. The plan is cheap.
આ ઉપરાંત.
It is effective. The book is useful.
વધુમાં.
It is cheap. Quick memory trick.
વધુમાં.
And
આ ઉપરાંત.
both add information. One is like, furthermore, the other like, moreover. Ravi used both and felt like a professor for 7 glorious seconds. The speech becomes suspiciously formal. You know that moment when someone at dinner starts sounding like a conference speaker? Yes, Ravi reached that stage. Ravi lifted one finger and announced, we have discussed snacks, tea, and the mysterious disappearance of the last samosa. Then he decided to summarize life itself. He said, in summary is.
સારાંશ રૂપે.
In conclusion is.
છેવટે.
Quote. Nobody had asked, but he was unstoppable. He continued.
સારાંશ રૂપે.
We came, we ate, we argued about cricket.
છેવટે.
We are still family. Even the uncle with the noisy snack packet nodded. That is how powerful connector words can be. Ultimately, destiny is tea. Time for the word that arrives after effort, delay, drama, and at least one unnecessary side story. Yes, this is Ravi's favorite kind of word. Ultimately in Gujarati is.
આખરે.
Example.
આખરે.
Hard work pays off. Ravi used it in a deeply emotional sentence. We looked for the missing dessert for 20 minutes.
આખરે.
It was in the fridge behind the pickles. That is the beauty of.
આખરે.
It gives you a feeling of final result, relief, and sometimes mild embarrassment. You can say, ultimately, she understood the problem. In Gujarati, she
આખરે.
understood the problem. All in all, not a disaster. Now for the final overall judgment, the phrase you use when something was messy but somehow still acceptable. In other words, family events. All in all in Gujarati is.
એકંદરે.
Ravi smiled and said,
एकंदरे.
the evening was a success. This was generous because he had dropped his notes, confused two cousins, and thanked the ceiling fan for its support. But the phrase worked beautifully. You can use
एकंदरे.
when you want to give an overall view. All in all, the trip was worth it.
एकंदरे.
We did a good job. Mini drill with Ravi. Your turn now. I'll give you the English cue, and you can say the Gujarati word before Ravi says it too loudly. Initially.
शरुआतમાં.
At first.
शरुआतમાં.
Furthermore.
વધુમાં.
Moreover.
આ ઉપરાંત.
In conclusion.
છેવટે.
In summary.
સારાંશ રૂપે.
Ultimately.
આખરે.
All in all.
એકંદરે.
A final funny recap. Let's wrap everything up neatly before Ravi starts a second speech. Nobody wants that, not even Ravi. Here is the journey.
શરુઆતમાં.
Or at first, things begin.
વધુમાં.
And
આ ઉપરાંત.
help you add more ideas.
સારાંશ રૂપે.
Gives a summary, and
છેવટે.
helps you conclude.
આખરે.
Shows the final outcome.
એકંદરે.
Gives the overall judgment. Ravi's speech was too long, too dramatic, and slightly dangerous near the dessert table. But
એકંદરે.
it taught you excellent Gujarati. Thanks and keep practicing. Thanks for learning with me today. You did great, and unlike Ravi, you probably know when to stop speaking. Thank you for listening. Practice these words aloud.
શરુઆતમાં. વધુમાં. આ ઉપરાંત. છેવટે. સારાંશ રૂપે. આખરે.
And
એકંદરે.
use them in your own sentences, repeat them tomorrow, and keep practicing a little every day.
છેવટે.
That is how language learning becomes easy.